Where's all the single people at? Single people, raise your hand. Marriage is not your purpose. I'd drop it right now if I didn't have some more things to say. Marriage is not your purpose, but if you live as if it is, when you get it, she just said it. She said, it ain't gonna be right. You want me to have him bring you a mic? Are we just gonna preach this together? Okay, I don't know. I mean, it's a conversation now. Like when you're preaching back to me, if there are punctuations, you're talking too much. Okay, I'm playing. I'm just kidding with you. That was funny. It actually helped me. It ain't gonna be right. 1 Samuel chapter 2. Okay. I thought God anointed me to preach. Whatever. If I live for something that is not my purpose and I get it, what happens? All of a sudden, I'm disappointed in the thing that I have because it does not bring me what it could have never brought me in the first place. So make sure that our priorities are on the right thing, or you'll be unhappy with everything in your life. Listen, all marriage is it's a partner to help you pursue the purpose of Christ, period. That's it. All business is it's a partnership to help you pursue the purpose of Christ. That's it. All your giftings and all your talents and all your relationships and all your friendships are a partner to help you pursue the purpose of Christ. And the quicker you get that, the happier you're gonna be. All right. Go through growth track and then get on the dream team. All right. Verse 11. After he said this, he went on to tell them, I love this. Jesus is getting poetic. Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up. And his disciples are like, well, Lord, if he sleeps, he'll get better. Because they didn't understand Jesus had been speaking of his death, but his disciples thought that he meant natural sleep. So then Jesus got a little frustrated and looked at him and said, he's dead. Lord, if he's asleep, shouldn't we just let him sleep a little bit and he'll feel a little better with a little nap? He dead. You ever been around somebody who just doesn't get it? Like you try as hard as you can to say it the way that they can understand it, that they can, and they just don't get it. You ever been to Starbucks and give them your name? Listen, my name is Jeremy, okay? Everybody say Jeremy. I mean, some people call me pastor, some people call me PJ, but I don't require any of that. Just Jeremy is fine. I'm fine with Jeremy. It's good. I'm okay with it. You can call me whatever, but just Jeremy. But there are people who call me Jeremy. Now, I mean, I'll answer to be like, hey, Jeremy. I'm like, what's up? Because I know what you're saying, right? Jeremy. But in COVID world, I don't want to be called Jeremy, okay? I sanitize, okay? All right. Jeremy. But Jasmine is a totally different name. That's not even me. When you go to Starbucks, you never know what they're gonna put on your cup. I found this just yesterday. I was looking at these names, and you have no idea what these names are, okay? But they put Auntie on this guy's cup. His name's Andy. You gotta know they were like, this one down here says Alien. That's Ariel. This one says angry. Her name was Ingrid. And maybe it fit, I don't know. Maybe she was angry and they were like, you angry, all right. This was my favorite, Evan and Kitten. That's Yvonne and Kristen, but whatever. It is like, Evan and her friend Kitten, whatever. It is what it is. Hey, listen, if you're a Starbucks barista, stop it. We know what you're doing. You play too much, all right, okay? Am I right? Name is Chris and they're calling you something different. It just doesn't make sense. So they don't get it. And Jesus says this. So then he told them, Lazarus is dead. Now what Jesus says, we'll pick this up a little bit later next week, but it's so powerful and so rude. Jesus says, Lazarus is dead. And for your sake, I'm glad I wasn't there. Jesus. I'm a little angry, Jesus. Should we get you a donut or something like that? He says, I'm glad I wasn't there so that you may believe. But let us go to him. I love this next verse. Sometimes I feel like this guy. Then Thomas, also known as Didymus, has to add something. Jesus said, he's dead. Let us go to him. And Thomas said, let us also go that we may die with him. It's like, no, dummy, no. You got to know they left some of the stuff that Jesus said to them out, right? Can you imagine if you had Jesus' expressions? You got to know he just looked at him and was like, Father, why? Out of all the billions of people, I picked you. I already struck out with Judas and now. It didn't say that, but that just makes me laugh. They don't get it. Why don't they get it? Why don't you get it? Why don't I get it? Here's why. If you're taking notes, write this down. When you're stuck in the middle, it's hard to see the miracle. When I'm stuck in the middle of a hard situation, it's tough to see that God could do anything good through this. And guess what? Nobody likes the middle, right? Nobody likes the middle. Listen, I like Southwest Airlines as much as the next person, but it gives me anxiety to fly on Southwest. You know why? Because I have to pick my seat, and I'm always in like the E group, like the last one's on the plane, and all that's left is middle seats, and I get anxiety. I'm like, no, oh no. I like to sit on the aisle. Where's all the aisle people at? You like to sit on the aisle seat. I'm like, you're excited about, like, whoa! More excited than the worship service, whatever. All right, where's the window seat people? The window seat people, you're like, oh, very excited about the window. It's weird, very excited. We get excited at Hope City. Window seat, if you're online on the chat, just let us know, aisle or window. Okay, but listen, I'm not even gonna ask you if you love the middle seat because we don't wanna see how weird you are. Nobody's like, ooh, middle. You know what I'm talking about? Like if I used to have a truck with just a bench seat. It was just one seat, didn't recline. And when my buddies got in the truck, they always tried to let the other dude in first. Why? Because I want to sit. Who wants to sit in the middle? Nobody. Also because my buddy would duck down and I'd put my arm around my friend. It's just weird. I used to rodeo. We'd drive up to rodeos like that and the guy in the middle would be punching you. Nobody likes the middle seat. Nobody likes the middle of pain and uncertainty and heartache and challenges. And many of you are here right now and you're in the middle and it's uncertain. Maybe it's a job loss or an unexpected death of a loved one or a rebellious kid or some type of challenge in your marriage that you just can't seem to overcome. Loss of a friendship that you never thought you would lose. Financial hardship and challenges. Maybe your dreams are dead. Maybe you're in the middle of sin and you cannot see your way out of it. All of us are stuck in the middle of something. Here's what I would tell you. You will never not be in the middle of something. Life is the middle. It's the dash between two dates, your birth date and your death date. You are in the middle. Can't you be more positive? I am positive that you are in the middle of something right now. Even Jesus said, hey, listen, the middle is coming, John 16:33. And this is where the layer in the scriptures has just come alive to me in the past few weeks. We said this, Jesus says, I've told you these things. Everybody say these things. I've told you these things so that in me, you may have peace. So he tells us, hey, here's your promise. You're gonna have peace, and here's where it's gonna be, in me, period. In this world, you will have trouble, period. But take heart, I've overcome the world. I love that, and we love to preach from that perspective. I've overcome the world. And a lot of times, that's when we use like preacher cliches, like he's already overcome the things that you're coming over. Come on, somebody. But it's really hard, it's hard to live because when you're in the middle, it's hard to see the miracle. I've told you these things. What things? What things did he tell them? Go back and read the context of John 16. He spends almost an entire chapter telling them the hardship and the heartache and the tough times and the frustrations and the pain that you're gonna go through. So if pain in your life is freaking you out, you haven't talked to Jesus enough. You wanna know how to make it through the middle? The key to making it through the middle is talking to Jesus before you get there. That's a good preaching right there. Why? Because most of us have a crisis-based relationship with Jesus. We hide our Bibles behind a little glass in a little red case that says, break in case of emergency. Hello? And he will show up in a crisis, but you will get through a crisis a whole lot better if you know how to walk and where to go and whose hand you're holding as you walk through it.